We were created to be image bearers. We were created to be glory spreaders. And I think that this kind of summarizes our existence as a people. And what we were created to do and created to be is that we are uniquely and intentionally created as men and women by God for and from love, community, and purpose to bear His image and to glorify Him through worship. This was the original expression that God had declared over our lives. And I'm telling you, you look through the Bible, you scour it cover to cover, and if you're asking me a question, what is my identity? Why was I created? You will come to this very same conclusion, that we are uniquely and intentionally created as men and women by God for and from love, community, purpose, and to bear His image and glorify Him through worship. But in the fall, in what we just read through all Genesis, our identity has now been skewed. And so this has all been changed now. We live in a culture to where this has just been twisted around. Because do we really believe in our culture today that we are uniquely and intentionally created? No, we don't believe that at all. We're not uniquely and intentionally created. We believe now that we are accidentally. We are accidentally created? No. We're mass produced. As men and women, can't say that anymore. Now we're just people. By God? No. By chance? From love? No. Sex. So from sex for community? No. For popularity? For popularity and purpose? Not purpose, because now it's all about success. To bear our image, not His image, and to glorify not Him, to glorify myself through worship. So this is now the culture that we live in. We are accidentally mass-produced people by chance from sex for popularity and success to bear our image and to glorify myself through worship. Listen, if almost every part that makes us up has been horribly skewed, it's no wonder why our culture is in trouble. It's no wonder why we're confused. It's no wonder why there's so much chaos going on, because we don't know who we are. Gang, you need to understand, this is common narrative today. When you talk to people, this is common narrative. They say that we're just a chance society. Well, if that were true, if we really are a chance society, then we can't look at the mass shootings that happened in Indianapolis at that FedEx building, and we can't say, oh, the horror. We can't say that if we're a chance society. No, what we should say is, well, the guy was just kind of dancing to the DNA of himself. I mean, it's like, that's really what we are. We would say things like it was kind of in his system anyway. He was probably predisposed to be that way. I mean, that's kind of who we are. I mean, we're supposed to eat, not get eaten, and to pass on our genes. I mean, even our Darwinian understanding of that would even say he didn't have a choice. But here's an honest question. Does anybody really feel that way? Absolutely not. Is anybody really saying, whoa, yeah, wow, Pastor, that just made a whole lot of sense, what you just said right there. Not at all. These things that happen in our culture, these killings, these riots, they shake us to the core. Why? Why? Because we believe that each person was uniquely and intentionally created by an almighty God that loves us. That's why it shakes us. That's why we say somebody needs to do something. These people at that FedEx building, doggone it, they were image bearers and glory spreaders. That's what death does. It's the tragedy of death. There's a reason why we say, pray for Minnesota. There's a reason why we say, pray for Indianapolis. What are you talking about when you even say stuff like that? Why do we always appeal to a higher power when tragedy strikes? The answer is because there is an echo of eternity inside every one of our hearts.
My heart can't help but sing with all